And we're back.
Hey.
It's Confidently Wrong. I'm your host, Chris Nugent.
I'm Pat Nugent.
And this week we have the one and only international comedian, Brendan Eyre, on the pod, man.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for doing this. I didn't want that to feel too stilted, as natural as an intro could be.
Yeah, international comedian.
Dude, touring the fucking world.
That is
around the globe. You do look sun-kissed.
Thank you.
Look nice and tan.
Thank you. I do a burnout where I just get fully burned until it turns tan.
Yeah.
And the tan is just now kicking in. I've been red for a while, and now it's paying
I
off.
tried that once when I was lifeguarding, and it got so red now. Every time that I get excited or anything, it's just red.
Yeah. You have permanent sunburn?
Permanent.
Yeah.
It's a real problem.
Never heard of that before.
I've seen a dermatologist. I think I'm okay, but we never know what I don't think I'm good, dude.
I think it's just God hates the Irish, if I'm being
Well,
honest.
I'm Irish.
You're Irish too?
Yeah, but you know
Damn.
what I am? Some people say this is a myth,
Mhm.
but I'm what they call Black Irish.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard that?
I've heard that. I never knew what it was.
The Lost
So
Tribe.
what they say it is, which Irish people will tell you it's kind of nonsense, but what they say it is I think Spanish people that were shipwrecked or some shit, or like some Moorish empire, some shipwreck has to do with it, and they're like, you're a descendant of them because you're Irish but not fair skinned. But I think it's bullshit, and Ireland is just like everywhere else.
Yeah,
like
true.
Variations in skin color.
I mean, I could see it because there's like you ever hear that story where it's like a guy from Africa like shipwrecked on Japan, and then they made him a samurai.
No, but I'm very
apparently
interested.
How hasn't
Yeah.
that been a movie yet?
Well, that's what they made like a new Assassin's Creed, and that's like kind of what it's based off of. But yeah, apparently he like shipwrecked, and then they like brought him to a war, just kind of be like, get a load of this. And then the guy was like, I guess at first they tried to like, they thought he was just dirty, so they would try to like wash him all off, and then after they're like, make him a samurai.
Great look.
No, not a good look at all.
I feel like someone wrote that movie, and then Tom Cruise just bought it and was like, "No, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's The Last Samurai."
I insist.
Yeah.
We're going to need a lot of rewrites.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, the very first time we tried doing a podcast, we were thinking about trying to do like a movie one, and so like just watching like older movies and trying to like make fun of them, and we picked The Last Samurai, and then so I rewatched it, and I was like, there's some stuff to make fun of, but this is just also a very good movie.
The Last Samurai is good.
Yeah. I thought it was more ridiculous than it was.
Tom Cruise's whole career, it's like, I'm so good at acting, I don't even need to act.
Yeah,
It's
true.
like senior slide or something for his whole career.
Yeah. I mean, as weird as he is and as like questionable of his lifestyle, like off screen, like it's very hard to argue with him being like a good person to put in a movie.
Yeah, honestly.
He's electric, dude.
Well, and Adam Sandler, like I feel like, I mean, after like Uncut Gems, I think people were more like willing to say that he is a good actor. But I remember watching like The Wedding Singer, like Punch Drunk Love. Like he's just a good actor.
The man
I love
uses talent, dude.
He uses talent.
It's worth $500 million for a good reason.
True, and just still wears basketball shorts everywhere. I respect that.
Gotta respect it, dude. But yeah, going back to the Irish thing, like our whole lives, my dad told us that we're like English and German, and then we did a 23andMe, and we're like Polish and Irish, which is just like quintessential, like our lives. You know what I mean?
So maybe it's the Polish, because I had like skin cancer when I was like in middle school, and I wasn't even out in the sun often. I think I went out in the sun like just a little bit, and then immediately risk dying.
So you both have horrific skin issues.
I will always be a pale monster forever.
That's probably how I'll go.
Honestly,
because I'm not good with the sunscreen. Like I am staring.
You are bad with the sunscreen.
Not good at it, dude.
No,
I get yelled at
don't
constantly.
care for it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It's the same thing with like lotion. Like I know that I need to like put on lotion, but it just makes me feel so like sticky and like oily. I don't
have any excuse because I have a 4-year-old, so I have to. That's my responsibility to not get burned. So with her, I'm like everywhere, so it's out. The sunscreen's out.
Right.
Yeah. I'm still like
don't want to do it.
This. I got to do my burnout. I got to get tan.
Right.
Yeah.
Is your daughter on your case about that? Like put that on.
Not yet. She is
coming.
on my case. She's starting to get on my like. She'll be like. If we go, her favorite restaurant's Applebee's.
Nice,
easy.
That's a good pick.
It's easy for me.
True.
Like, it's better than like my favorite restaurant's like Scales.
Yeah,
but she'll
Michelin
be like,
star
okay,
over.
Dad, dude, you're drinking your Diet Coke too fast. You need to slow down. You're going to get a tummy ache.
Well, there's free refill.
Like, you don't know anything about about how much Diet Coke I drink.
Do you feel like take it as a challenge? Like just watch how many Diet Cokes I'll put.
No, I honestly, like, it's sad because I'm like, she's right. Like, I do drink Diet Coke too fast.
Have you had any moments where like, man, my kid's wiser than I am? Has that happened to you yet?
Yeah, I mean, like they say, she's not. You know what I mean? Right. Like she is 4. So like,
true.
But yeah, they come out with like, it's more like, I think it's more like the first of all, she's like, I think because her and her mom, I mean, me and her mom have just like always kind of talked to her like she's a person, not talk to her like if she's an adult, but not like baby talk. Exactly. So she's like fairly well spoken for being 4. So that's like, cool. I think she'll come out with like nuggets of like extreme kindness, you know, because kids like they don't. There's no corrupted. Like they haven't been exactly that. Like the world hasn't like pushed them back down. Like she'll say like there'll be some horrible person, and not as horrible as they get in like a kid's show or something, and she'll be like, Dad, I think probably he's just insecure.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
That's insightful, honestly.
And I'm like, no, he's a motherfucker.
This is kind of a non sequitur, but what's your stance on like how are you going to handle like Santa? Close. What's your stance on like Santa with her? Like, does she know Santa's real or not real?
She's 4, man. What do you think? I'm a fucking monster.
I'm just curious.
Let me explain to you about this goddamn fucking con. No, I mean, my stance is like, you know, I'll go along with that. Like, I don't. I was not damaged by believing in Santa Claus. You know, until she like. Is like, hey, like I know this isn't, but it's weird the stuff she's like hip to like not being real. Like she'll be like, Dada, I know the only ones that are real are Santa and the Tooth Fairy. She'll be like, the Easter Bunny is not bullshit. Real. Yeah, so it's like, well, what are you? How are you coming to these? But of course, I'm gonna let the Santa thing rot. Like, I mean. Yeah, if she's 16 and still believes in Santa, I'll probably have a talk with her.
Yeah, true. Well, I just remember, because like when I was a kid, we would always get presents, and then some of them would be from Santa, but then other ones would be like from our parents. Right. But I remember I would always snoop around to find the presents that were going to be for my parents beforehand, and then one year I found a present, and then that year it came under the tree as from Santa. But like in my head, I was like, damn. Santa's not doing so well right now. It's nice that Mom and Dad are like helping out Santa.
So you were just like Santa's on hard times.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn.
08 was tough for everyone.
It's very noble of my parents to help out Santa in this time of need.
I figured it out when I was like 12, or probably earlier than that. But I figured it out before Pat did. I was like, I'm gonna let him keep having fun.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I wasn't always a good brother, but that was a one rare moment.
You harp on that like you were so bad. It really wasn't that bad.
I don't know. I almost killed you once. That wasn't great.
You did?
The first time my mom left us in the car alone, we got into a big fight, and then Pat has a tendency to just spaz out. And he just spazzed on me, and then just started emptying everything in the front glove box, and then he throws like a ceramic coffee mug, and then I grabbed the coffee mug and just beam him with it, hits him right in like the temple almost. Well, and then
this is dumb that I feel the need to correct. It's not that I'm prone to spazzing out, but it's like how I'll handle like conflict is like I won't react, and then like once it gets to a point, I go from like just no reaction to just the harshest reaction.
Yeah,
that's a spaz.
Yeah, but it's like, but it's not like it happens all the time. Yeah, all right, yeah, it's fair. No, but there was I think the only other time we really got into a fight was like we were playing basketball, and then like eventually I spazzed out and I was like punching him, but. This was after about an hour and a half of being called gay again and again for wearing sandals.
And that's why I say, well, you were playing sandals, or you were playing in sandals.
I'm no athlete.
I deserved it, though.
Do you think... Oh, I cut you off.
No, you go.
Do you think, like, that's an interesting thing. Do you... I suppose if you caught it at the right angle, definitely. But, like, I think throwing a mug at someone's head and killing them would be very hard. Because guys get hit by baseballs, in the
true.
face and that's rarely die. And that feels denser than a mug. I guess a mug maybe is heavier, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think it was because I think I cracked the mug. I think it was a thin thing of metal and then plastic.
Oh, it was a metal. Oh, it was.
Well, it was metal lined.
He had an egg on his head for a little bit.
Yeah, true.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents, they also spaz. So you almost killed your brother.
What do you think? Do you think you could kill? I mean, I know if it was shot out of a gun, obviously, but do you think anyone could throw a golf ball hard enough to kill someone? You could hit one hard enough, but could you throw one?
I feel like when stuff like that happens, it's either you get a horrible injury and you're weirdly fine, or something you wouldn't think kills you.
Yeah, a weird internal bleeding that you don't even notice, and you die 3 days
exactly.
later.
Because that's what got
Billy Mays.
Yeah, Billy Mays. Yeah, he had a head or I think Bob Saget too just had a head bleed that he didn't know about, and then just died later.
Convenient.
That's the government killed Bob Saget.
Billy Mays.
He was the infomercial guy, Oxy. No, that was him.
Billy Mays here.
He had the beard.
And then after that, the ShamWow guy was king. But
it was kind of funny that because I think he died the same week as Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
and everyone was like Billy Mays, and it's who cares?
Oh yeah. There's Billy Mays.
That guy could clean anything.
Right. Yeah, and I love the one where he put it on he put a door on the bottom of a boat and then put Flex Seal on it and put the boat in the water.
Great.
And
I always would love to see this doesn't go well on TV, I guess, but one of those guys they're spilling the wine on the carpet and whatever, and I love to see him just take a shit right in the middle.
Just really
even
good.
This, it can clean even this.
I like that in the I feel like they do mattresses. They'd be they put a wine glass on the mat and then jump on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They act our knees are good enough for us to jump.
It's also
on the fucking bed.
I just plan on sleeping on it. I don't really need
I
all
think
this.
it's you could fuck and they won't spill your wine or whatever.
Yeah, you
can put it on the nightstand.
You can fuck it and it won't wake the baby.
Right. You have it out the end of your bed. You can traumatize your kid.
Yeah.
You want to have a weird household? Get the Tempur-Pedic. Your kid's going to come out a little bit strange.
That is a weird proof of I get it. I get it. It's okay, you're not going to disturb the person next, but it is a weird proof of a bed being
exactly.
good. Is it comfort? I don't give a fuck if it knocks over the thing 4 feet away. Is it a good bed?
They put it'll stain it. It could stain it. The stakes are so high it could be stained.
Because I could jump. I could fall down on this wood floor and a wine glass over there would be fine. Right. That doesn't make it a good bed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True.
There's no proof of bed goodness.
Well, it kind of reminds me I don't know if you've seen it, but they, when you have a fast food commercial like McDonald's and then they show the burger and it looks beautiful. But then if you see how they actually do that, it's they're painting it. They're doing all this weird shit where it's I'm not going to McDonald's because I think the burgers are going to look good. I'm going because I'm hot.
I'm going to eat it in the darkness of my car in the parking lot, listening to an audiobook about aliens.
Exactly. Actually, do you believe in aliens?
No. Well, okay. This is what I believe. I believe likely life exists in the universe other than us.
I could see that.
Just because it's essentially infinite.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ever expanding. So essentially it's infinite. So
yeah.
But there's a thing, I think it's called, I'm not sure. I think it's called Fermat's Enigma or Fermat's Enigma. And the idea is that the fact that the universe is ever expanding, even if there was an infinitesimally small chance of there being other planets like ours, even if the chances of that were 0.0000000, a million zeros one, because the universe is essentially infinite, there would be near infinite numbers of planets like ours, and because of that, the fact that no one has come to knowingly visit us is proof that they do not exist.
I
feel like that's question. So that's this whole enigma thing that some people put stock in, but I'm I don't know. We haven't gone? What if everyone's kind of on the same track as us? You know, technology. You know, like, or you know, the idea that they came in didn't really announce themselves, or we're just all really fucking far away. You know, I don't know. I would find it very unlikely. I'm not a big theory in like. I'm not a big believer in like people having been abducted and like probes up the ass. Yeah, but I would find it very odd if there weren't some other form of life.
Yeah, I could see that.
Hearing about like in Miami, apparently like there was like 200 cop cars outside of the mall like a few years ago, and they were saying they saw like aliens just like walking around in there, and they said like a portal opened up or something like that.
Did you say like 200
there was
cop cars?
So many squad cars. I don't know if Garrett, can you pull up the Miami alien
definitive proof of aliens.
Find that for me, dude.
Well, I feel like sorry.
I just think if the government's telling me, I just don't buy. I'm one of those guys where it's like if you're telling me, I just don't.
I could see it, but I feel like I'm worried that what'll happen is like the biggest bummer situation is like we do find life, but it's like there's just like bugs on another planet, like they don't really do much.
That would be the first thing we would find, because like if there were more than that, you would think we would have establish a rapport or something. Yeah. So I feel like the first thing we'll find is
teen spread panic.
Oh, it's like a flash mob.
Oh, it's a little. But yeah, like
so
if it zooms out, there's like, everyone's running away. And,
this just kind of looks like a riot.
People are so skittish. Like you can just like, clap really loud in a public area. People are going to run away.
Yeah, true.
But
the news guy's like, those aren't aliens. They're black people.
I think they're here legally.
The police have made a terrible mistake.
Once again. But yeah, see, like all those fucking cops, like that was like an APB. Like everyone's fucking coming to the Miami Mall.
Don't use that black people thing as a clip.
We won't.
Clip that. Got him.
Breaking news. Brendan Eyre, racist comedian.
I was implying the cops were the racists.
That's what they would say.
That's what a racist would say. Might be a good clip, though. Who knows?
No. Don't do it.
I mean, there is all that like declassified stuff now that's like, all of those like weird Navy and Air Force encounters where it's like something weird.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're like testing technology that they don't want us to know about.
That's what I think.
I
don't, because
well, just my only thing with that is like it seems like every 6 months they'll be like, oh, there's a whistleblower from the Navy and he's going to like testify before Congress. But it's like, if they were really hiding something like that mind-blowing, like they would just kill him. Like if you blow the whistle at Boeing, you get killed immediately.
I also think they don't have like, I mean, I suppose they want to prevent panic, but like, I don't think, I think a politician would revel in the idea of being the one to announce aliens to us.
They would love
You know
that.
what I mean? Like the guy
they'd be the alien guy.
In charge of discovering. So like, I don't think, as opposed to some of these other things, I don't think there's a ton of like reason to keep it secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I guess maybe you don't want public panic or like, but if it, I don't know, I just can't see them like for instance, I couldn't see Trump being like, well, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a lid on that.
Yeah. He would tell
it also seems like, especially now, it's like, I feel like we're kind of past people panicking about most things. Yeah. Like people think World War III is going to happen now and they're like making memes about it. Like I feel like we're kind of past like an in-person mass panic.
I saw like a video of like a dad filming as like bombs are striking Iran, and like the kid, he's with a kid just crying, and the dad's just like laughing as he's like filming it. It's like,
well, that means
just another day in paradise over there, I guess. But like, it's terrifying.
Wait, like, who were they Iranian or?
I think so.
So what was he laughing about?
I don't know, man. It's like,
what a fucking psycho.
I know, like I think people in
ready to go, dude.
I think people in like Lebanon are watching it too, are kind of like hell. Like it seems like all the other countries in the area are kind of like do it, which I don't.
Got Iran versus Israel caused by aliens who claim they're on their way to help.
Claims expert.
Let's scroll down and see this expert.
That's an expert right there. Yeah. She kind of looks like I'll see this woman on like Instagram or like Reels sometimes, and it's like clearly just a woman who's like mentally ill, but she thinks that she's the president, like secretly, and then she'll make a video being like, oh, like my neighbor is using like psychological warfare on me right now, and it'll be like she took my parking space. but she thinks it's like gang stalking or
being
like
gang stalked.
a coordinated campaign.
Someone delivered mail to my home and being gang stalked by the USPS. What's this? Now Emily Eaton, better known as Divine Magic with a K, posted a video on the same day on TikTok, apparently referencing the deadly battle. The self-styled interdimensional communicator says that she can speak with aliens and angels and transcribe recent messages for humanity. I feel like there's going to be a new religion cropping up pretty soon here.
You think
I feel
so?
like, I mean, it'd be so easy. You know what I mean? Just spin some cool story and then, sell it to people. I feel like that's coming. Probably alien related.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people like that, like the interest they get is just kind of people kind of laughing at them. You know?
I feel like religion-wise, like the door kind of closed a little bit. Because every new one that pops up now gets like 30 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because now, for whatever reason, I don't know, like after the Mormons, it was basically like, okay, you could start a new one, but you're a cult.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, you can be one, but you're a cult.
Right. Yeah, like Scientology.
Yeah. I guess Scientology
cult
would be the most successful, most recent one, and even then, we're like, you guys are a cult.
Right.
You know, like,
we've talked about, but the Mormons, dude, they have more money than the Catholic Church now.
Dude, the Mormons are also scary. Mormon ladies, hot.
Oh yeah,
insane.
Which is crazy,
gorgeous. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
I did comedy in Provo, and like, dude, it's creepy. Like, if you didn't know about Mormons, like if you didn't know, okay, this is a Mormon town, you would just walk around and be like, I don't know what's off. But something, like, because it's wrong. Like Stepford, like everything's too clean.
Everyone's
like
smiling.
It's like there's like not enough traffic. Like it's fucked up. It's weird.
They don't drink.
Yeah, they don't. There's no coffee shops. Obviously,
they don't do coffee either.
Yeah, they don't do coffee.
Shit.
No,
they do like soda.
They do dirty soda. But wait, I thought if the thing is caffeine, why can they have soda? Or do they just have caffeine?
They don't do soda.
Oh, they don't? I thought their thing was like dirty soda where they like just...
Maybe just caffeine free.
Yeah, they might do caffeine free.
Maybe, okay.
But they also, I mean, they're like any other religion. Like they break, there's guys that break the rules.
Love loopholes.
They do this. Have you ever heard of soaking?
Yeah.
They do. They like a good soak.
Damn, I just can't imagine.
It's amazing, like, discipline, though. I mean, if you're doing that, like, how would you
you got to have some great friends that are willing to soak for you.
Well, all your friends are hot. Of course you're going to be okay with that. But goddamn.
Well, I know, like, they say younger people are becoming like more Christian now, but I feel like that's just kind of like they just want a thing, you know, they just want to get a necklace, and then that's really the extent.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of kids are like, they're tired of like people drinking. Like, I think they're tired of like the way like life kind of is right now. You know? And
I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was always weird to me, and like I'm not religious, okay? And I guess technically if I was, I guess I was born Catholic, or I was baptized Catholic, but I'm not religious. But it's weird to me that probably not the three biggest. I imagine, where are they in China? Hindu or no? That's India. Hindu is probably, but the three of the world's like largest 4 or 5 are the Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It's weird. It's so weird to me that they're all Abrahamic religions, so they all agree up to one guy. Like they all believe in Abraham. It's so crazy that they're all like, pretty much the whole everything was good. We all are in the same page until that guy. And now, but what we think happened after that guy, we're going to kill each other. Right. Like it's real weird.
I'm going to strap a bomb and blow myself up over details.
Like, just literally the ending of the story. Like they're all on board.
It's like people killing themselves over like, no, Tony was shot at the end of Sopranos.
That's exactly right.
It's insane.
Well, I know like Islam specifically, it's like the two, like I'm gonna fuck it up if I try to say the two different names, but it's literally just like an argument over who took over after Muhammad, but it's like between, I think, like an uncle and then like a cousin or something. Like it's just Sunni and Shia. But it's like, couldn't we get past this?
Right.
Like, couldn't we just
or
have
just
a meeting?
Be like, hey man,
let's agree to disagree.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm right. But the basic stuff we're on.
I'm not like a Trump guy at all, but I did kind of love when the Iran-Israel shit was popping off. Trump's like, we could solve this in 1 hour. We could fix just a phone call. You know, like, I mean, we could fix this. This is very resolvable stuff.
It's a nice thing to say, but it's also kind of like dumb to be like him and then just take like a huge like years long issue.
Yeah,
I could solve this in an hour.
It's delusional.
Like, get me in a room with them.
But that's better than like acting like this is so like it. Stop. Can we all chill out, please?
Yeah,
I just want to chill and hang out, man. That's it. I just want
to be a chill guy.
That's it. But yeah, I don't know. It's scary. I don't know. It's fine. I think we'll be fine, right? It'll be good.
This got dark. Sorry. This might be fun. We'll kind of bringing this out of nowhere, but I don't know if you ever get like ads like on like social media where it's just kind of like you get the same thing over and over again. You just have like no idea why they think that you're into that.
Yeah.
I've been getting a while for like erotic novels, like self-published erotic novels, and I was digging around because I wanted to pull up some bios for them or like descriptions, and I just wanted to read a couple of them because I think they're pretty funny. But the first one I came across was called Where Every Night is Christmas Eve 2, Snowed In with Santa Jr., a Christmas erotic romance short story.
The title's so long.
I know, right? But, damn, Garrett pulled it up. Yeah. Oh, that's right. But
these are free. They just write these.
They write them and sell them for like 99 cents. But I just thought it was funny just because like there'll be these authors who write them, but it's just, I think they just have something that they're into specifically, and then they just assume that everyone else is into it. But I don't know.
That's basically what Twilight was. Like Twilight was just
true.
It's 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah,
they turned into like a whole fucking series.
But the other one I saw that I just wanted to read the description for was Pirate Futa Desires Futa on Female Erotic Romance Temporal Futanari Voyages Book 4.
That's a good one.
If you got $3.99, you might want to check that out. But the description of it is, hi, my name is Luca and I clean on the second floor. That's how it all started, cleaning the floor at the Temporal Voyages Inc. of Seminole Creek. How was I to know that if I fiddled with the computers and blinking things, I would be teleported back in time? There's one thing about time travel that I hadn't known about. Well, more than one thing, but a very interesting thing I learned very quickly was I became insatiably fixated on getting my honey hole filled by the nearest Futanari goddess of Blackbeard's pirate ship. Yep, you heard me right. Blackbeard, pirate ship, and Futa goddess. What more could one really high-strung, eager to get down and dirty woman such as myself ask for?
So, but she said Blackbeard, but goddess, but her whole filled.
Yeah.
That doesn't work out. She's saying the pirate is the goddess.
Yeah.
So I assume another lady.
Yeah.
But she wants her pussy filled.
Yep. Well, I think Futanaris are women with penises.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But it's just, I love the idea of someone being like, what my fetish is time travel back to Blackbeard's ship, and I'm just getting absolutely railed out by Futanaris, and then you're like, well, everyone's got to be into this.
Also, you knowing what Futanaris are kind of explains why you're getting these ads.
That's true. That is true.
Like you're doing something.
We solved the
You're doing something.
We figured it out.
You have been getting those Stop Free Me from My Porn addiction as well.
Actually, I haven't been getting those for a while. I don't know how I cleaned up my acts, but I guess I
switched to erotica.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I've gone through phases of like what the algorithm thinks I am, and most of them have not been good. They thought I was like a potential terrorist for a little bit.
Yeah, I got suggested for you a page that was just horses getting hit by cars.
Just guy stuff, dude.
What the fuck? And also, I definitely went to that page. It wasn't good, but I was like, how are there this many videos?
Yeah, how many do they have? Just
you can't get to the bottom of that page. Horses are getting hit a lot.
Is this old like Amish country, or is it just
they look like some? It's mostly just like downtown India.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know they had horses over there.
Jeez. God damn. Did any cows get in the mix there?
God,
or is it
they
all
wouldn't let a cow. No,
right.
They wouldn't film.
They would shut everything down.
They'd be shot down in a second.
Maybe horses are like demonic to them.
Yeah,
or something.
The horses have been fucking with the cows.
Gotta get these things. Stop these damn horses.
Yeah,
they're too fast.
Well, there's like a woman with a horse like near where I live, and every time I see her on the horse, I'm like, why the fuck do you have this thing? Like, just get a car.
Well, people love horses.
They do love them.
They scare me, if I'm being honest.
I don't care for them.
Yeah,
really. I mean, I don't. You know what I don't like? A horse lady.
Yeah.
That I'd much rather have a cat lady than a horse lady.
Why?
Over horse lady
that horse lady that lives near me, like we became enemies because I was like out for like going for a run, and then it's her and another woman on 2 horses, and they're taking up like the whole road, and like I had never been in that situation before, so I was like, I don't know how to handle like getting past horses, and I don't want them to like kick me, so I was like, oh, I'll just give it as much space as possible, and then I like kind of I live like out in the country, so I kind of like step on some leaves and it scares the horses and they start bolting, and then this woman just starts like yelling at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm just trying to get by you.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but then she's like, you need to announce yourself when you're behind a horse, like acting like everyone knows that.
How is that better than a leash?
I mean, I guess it would be better so she can control him, but it's like, don't act like people know horse rules.
Exactly.
You know, like this isn't horse time.
Yeah.
We're not in the horsing time.
Yeah.
So don't act like we know horse rules.
Yeah, and then
people have those loose grasp on car rules.
Yeah,
exactly.
How are we gonna do horse rules?
You gotta teach your horse present time rules.
Exactly.
Which are sometimes people come past.
Exactly.
Because you're in the fucking car road.
They're worse than cyclists.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, then the worst part was like a month later, I'm going again, and then she pulls up alongside me in a car. I'm like, are you finally figured out fucking cars? And then she's like, oh, hey, like, you know, it's me. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember you. And she's like, yeah, I think we all learned something that day. And I was like, fuck you.
I hate when someone, like, she included herself and presumably the horse, but also she's mainly saying you learned something.
Exactly.
It's like, fuck you. I didn't learn any. I learned. I learned you want me to yell when I'm behind a horse, but
it's never come up since then.
Yeah. It's not an issue we have in these times.
Right.
Yeah.
I learned I'm bringing an air horn next time I go for a run.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring ketamine. I'm going to tranquilize your horse.
Also, even during horse times, it was so common for horses to be out and about. They were probably used to people going by them.
Exactly.
So really the only horses that are having this fucking issue are horses that shouldn't be out.
Right. Keep your horse in if it can't handle it.
Because there are horses living in a modern non-horse age.
This like homeschooled horse.
Yeah.
No social skills on this guy.
I'm still mad. This was like 3 years ago. I'm still mad about it.
I'm steamed.
I got mad on your behalf. I was like, where is this lady?
Well, I came home and I'm like, do you guys know what to do if you see a horse?
This is a question that might not make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there ever a horse that with more than 1 horsepower? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you win the Kentucky, like, what's the standard?
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know what the standard for horsepower. Like, there must be, right? There can't just be a.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, that horse is.
Well, because also
bottom.
There's a lot of different types of horses.
Exactly.
So what type of horse is it based on?
Like, I don't know what it's based. I don't even know if it is even. Maybe it's just maybe it was never related directly to a horse. I don't know.
I kind of just sounds good.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if like that was never a thing until cars came out, and then they're like, well, this has the power of like 15 horses. So now it's like they just say, well, no one's going to check.
Yeah. Well, it certainly wasn't. It certainly wasn't a thing just during horse time.
Well, yeah, this is just how many horses.
Like, that guy, my friend Mark, he's got the power of 1/10. He's got 1/10 horsepower.
I'm glad they didn't do like, this is like a team of 100 dogs.
Yeah.
The Iditarod.
1,500 dogs.
The Iditarod. You're fucking right now. This is like a million goldfish.
Well, there was, I think I saw something where like PETA was like saying some guy in the like Iditarod was being mean to his dogs. Saying like, it's like animal cruelty, but it's like, how do you think he trained the dogs to do this? Like, he definitely was hitting them or doing whatever it is. Like, you train the dog to drag his,
like it's similar. Like I generally like animals more than people. I don't care for horses that much, but I still wouldn't like anyone to go around killing horses. But like, it's how do you say it? Iditarod.
I think so.
Iditarod. It's a little bit like this lady with the horse. It's like back when you needed to get somewhere with some huskies, great.
Yeah.
Go to town.
True.
But now that you're just like going on a jaunt and like 3 of your dogs are dying and you've had to beat them to get them to this place, like just stop. You know, cut it out.
Well, it's I feel like if you watch it, you're probably someone who's like, oh, like it's traditional, like tradition's important, but it's like it's not a tradition if it's just things were more inconvenient back then, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's tradition to suffer.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do that again. Yeah. Well, Garrett, We're about that halfway point.
Yeah, should we dive into some Reddit?
Yeah, let's see what you got for us today, Garrett.
Okay. So the first one is from the Portland, Maine subreddit. I thought
oh, shit.
Fun. See if you guys have been experiencing this. Whoever wants to read this, feel free.
I'll take the lead on this one. Too many dicks. This is more. This is wow. This feels appropriate. Last couple of days, there have been way too much public nudity from the homeless. Oh, this is going in a different direction than I thought it would. The public nudity from the homeless. Yesterday, there was a man walking down Riverside with his dick out, facing the road. And a couple of days before that, there was a man who clearly lived out of his car getting a hand job in a handicapped parking spot in the Eastern Prom. Has anyone else been experiencing things like this at a more frequent rate?
I mean, it seems like
get over it, lady.
Yeah, it seems like the two in what, like a week doesn't seem too
really
crazy,
not
right?
that bad. Like, have you ever been to like New York?
What's that comment right there?
I saw a very happy guy helicoptering in the reflection of Cole's window a couple weeks ago around 6:30 a.m. I deliver stuff to Bayside downtown and Waterfront daily from like 6 to 7:30, and their early morning hijinks can be pretty wild.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with both of you on this and think this is a problem.
Okay.
I think in a city of this size, we should have a reasonable expectation of going about our business and
that's fair.
Not seeing dicks and hand jobs. And also, I do love that the poster was like, in the handicap spot. As if this guy was a fucking rule follower to begin with. Also, probably handicapped.
Yeah,
this
probably.
Guy, probably eligible for
probably.
But I had a guy. So for some reason, in my old apartment complex, which is in Portland, I won't say which is specifically. There's like this church van visiting one of my neighbors, and they had, as far as I could tell, collected up like sort of a crazy guy. And which churches do sometimes, where it's like, this guy needs to be in the mental hospital, not you take him to prayer group. You know, like,
true.
Like, great.
God
You're really doing it. You know, you're really fucking doing the Lord's work. And so they just left him in the van. So this person goes in to visit my neighbor. This guy wanders out, gets fully naked in the parking lot and just starts jacking it.
Damn.
Big old hog.
He had a hammer on.
And so this guy comes out, and I go up to him and I go, "Hey man, like, my kid lives here. Like, what do you can't have this. Like, I don't want to call the cops, but like, come on." And the guy gets offended. And he goes, "He can't help himself." And I go, I'm not being mad at him. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at the guy who left him in a van. Like, he acted like I was mad at the person who was like clearly pretty mentally disabled. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I get that. Yeah. Like, I'm clearly aware he's on one, you know,
true.
I'm telling you, the guy who left him in a van to go jack off in my parking lot.
I get, you know, when I was first responding, I guess I did forget that, like, there are kids around too. Cause like, if it's just me and I see a homeless guy doing like whatever, unless it's like dangerous to people around, I'm usually kind of like, whatever, I'm just going to walk away. But if you got kids,
so the reason, like, I don't like it is because, like, look, if I'm living in Brendan world, everyone take their dick out. I love it. You know, let's see. Right. Like, great. My eyes like anything. You know, like, I'm a straight guy, but like, I like to look
like
around
fun,
at dicks, pussies, the whole thing. I'm a sensual man, you know? But I think it's more. It's not just kids. That's like threatening to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's a bad deal if you got guys just going dick out. You know, like, you're setting a precedent where it's like, is it a fun dick out guy, or is it like we got to run away from this dick out? You know what I mean? Like,
it's one of those things, like, these guys should just have a place to live.
Right.
They should just have that. But like, I guess that's impossible. Yeah. So
it is weird how that's somehow impossible.
I don't get it. It's kind of like when we're talking about the religion stuff. Like, this is very solvable stuff. Just give him a place. You can beat off in there. I don't think he likes jacking off at the parking lot. I don't think it's like, I could do it in my car, but goddamn, the sun's out, the birds are chirping. I just want to fucking swing my cock around in the parking lot. But oh my god, it's fucked up.
It is weird
here. It
is weird how many homeless people there are in a town this size.
I was shocked when I moved here. And it may just be part of it. May be that the population's so small, they're much more visible. I don't know that is the case, but I was pretty shocked because living in New York and growing up in Cleveland, this is the place where I have experienced like what appears to be the highest like rate of homelessness.
I mean, more than New York?
Yeah, well,
really?
New York. The thing about New York, the difference between New York and Portland is like New York homeless guys are like good at it. Like they're like, I know, like I could get in trouble if I get wild. So I'm gonna sleep under this bench, mind my own fucking business. Like,
dick in the pants.
Dick in the pants. Like, might jack off on the train every once in a while. But like Portland, it's just like it seems like a lot of them are like learning the ropes of being homeless. So they're just
new.
like, they're new. They're new to it. So they're just wild. Like guys are just like yell shit at me and like it's just I haven't experienced it.
I saw some guys sitting they're sitting on the ground and there's like a DoorDash order like 2 doors down from them. And it's been clearly sitting there for a while. I'm like, guys, take the fucking initiative. What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, it's a good point because like I was in Portland, Oregon for a while, and like that's one of the things like you hear about that place specifically is like a lot of homeless people, and like when you go downtown, you see like a lot of them, but it'd be like a lot of them near like the shelter, so it's like they're in line to get let in for the night. But like outside that, I really did not see that many. But like part of me wonders if like New York versus here is like one, like they're still novices. They're still getting the hang of it. But like, I wonder if it's kind of like, I imagine going to jail in Portland, Maine is a lot more of a soft experience than going to jail in like New York City.
Right.
Well,
I think from what I've read about here, like, I mean, I don't want this to become some sort of serious podcast.
Never.
But like, there's not really across the board, there's not the resources. Like in New York, they lack a lot of resources to properly like give homeless people the help they need. But they definitely have the resources for the police to keep them the fuck out of places they don't want them. Whereas in Portland, I don't remember the last time, other than Whole Foods, I've never seen a cop walking a beat, and Whole Foods pays that guy.
Right.
So,
true.
Like the police just like, I don't think they have the budget to be like out and about and like kind of being like, hey man, the dick out area is over there, or whatever it is,
Well, I mean, definitely like near like Worcester or something, they should have that too. Cause like, I remember like a while ago, I was dating this girl and she was telling me like, oh, like it seems like, homeless stuff is like getting worse around here. And I was like, oh, like what happened? Like, what makes you say that? She's like, well, I was working at like a hotel, like near the wharf, and another server like went outside to go to an outside table, and then she didn't come back for like 20 minutes. And then it turns out some homeless guy just came by and like hit her in the head with a brick. She was just unconscious, and everyone's
good
like,
of her to come back in 20 minutes. Keep the ships going.
Like, I got tables. Just wakes up like, I got a 2-top.
Sorry for the delay on that lobster roll, sir. I got bricked by a homeless guy.
I'm slammed tonight.
The manager's like, that does count as your break.
It's hard because it's like I certainly have. First of all, most homeless people are struggling with mental illness or addiction, or oftentimes both. And so like I have empathy, but at the same time, it's like, especially now that I got a kid, I'm like, hey, can't just fucking throw needles on the ground. Like I don't care. Like I know, I used to. I know junkies, like they throw their needles in proper places. So like, don't tell me that's not an excuse, for fucking chill out with it. It's just, it does get irritating where you're like, we go to Deering Oaks and there's like needles on the playground and it's like, fucking get your act together. You know what I mean? I do heroin. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, but just put them away.
Right.
First of all, don't even do it on the playground. That's a good for starter. Just I know it might be fun, but just get a different. Do it by a tree. Maybe
that seems like a better experience. To out in the sun.
And then wait and then throw the needle out.
Well, also, don't you like either? Don't they have like a lot of places? Maybe not here, but like, isn't typically it's like you bring in a needle and then they give you a new needle to make sure you don't reuse?
Yeah, I don't know if Portland has a needle exchange program. I mean, that whole deal is, it's controversial because some people hate it because they're like, oh, it promotes drug use. But really, it's like
promoting safe drug use.
People get AIDS from reusing needles, and fucking monkeys, as we all know.
That's
the primary. It's history,
of course.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah, I didn't know monkeys were doing heroin. It's crazy.
Should we do another one?
Yeah, Garrett, what, you got another one for us?
I do. I got a couple more. So this is from our favorite page. Am I overreacting?
Perfect.
We find that they often are not overreacting. Yeah, they're perfectly justified.
Reacting pretty well. Do you mind just reading them since you're close?
I'm going to start with the description, and then it's a text message exchange.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, let me pull this one up. All right.
Okay. 3 days ago, my 25F husband, 24M, said something rude to me, and I've been trying to avoid him and stay calm. When I came home from work after working a 12-hour shift, I cooked rice and beans and then went to bed to work another 12-hour shift the next day. He texted me during work and sent this. When I got home, things escalated and he packed everything and left. Am I overreacting? Why go to this extreme and leave over some food? Oh, man. Let's see. So is this food you made yesterday some sort of get back? Did you taste this crap?
What?
It's one thing to not want to have sex. I can imagine that.
You didn't like the rice?
But you will be cooking proper food here if you want to stay married.
Holy shit.
Did you taste it?
Yes, and I liked it.
This shit is tasteless.
Wow, okay. God damn, dude.
But you will be cooking proper food here if you want to stay married. Oh, wait, I already said that. This shit is tasteless. When you get home, I'm going to take the car to go get something to eat. When I get back tonight, there better be some type of food in the fridge for me to eat tomorrow.
No, you can... Sorry, I can't read it.
You can Uber. I've done a lot for you, and I feel like you take me for granted. I'm done doing things for you. I'm done.
Damn.
So he packed up and left?
Yeah.
He's the one that left?
You got to cook meals if you want to.
I'm going to Arby's.
See, we find with a lot of these, it's like... This one doesn't really show, but there's a lot of times where it's like they'll have this huge glaring problem and they don't seem to run it by anyone in their, like any of their friends or family.
See, I think this is a case of that because anyone who this happens, like, he wasn't just like a cool dude before this. You know what I mean? Like, so my mind is like, are you overreacting? No, absolutely not. This guy's an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think you might be an idiot because I'm guessing he's been an asshole since you met him. You know, like you don't just overnight start being like, "What the fuck did you cook me?"
If like you said that to your girlfriend, she'd think you're doing a bit.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like weird bit you're doing.
Yeah, it's like it's things like that. I'm always like, good. He's gone. That's bad. Right. But also, I think he was always like that. Right. So what are you looking for? Right. Like, what's your barometer?
But it's also weird to like I feel like if you put that out on Reddit, like you're asking because there is in the back of your mind, what if everyone comes back and goes like, no, you're like you are overreacting. Like make better food from like
who what they want because that's easier than changing your whole life.
I mean, it's probably one of those like fucking like manosphere. Like traditional kind of like wife guys.
I think that gets on Reddit as either like a fake, like what do you call karma farming or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or that person obviously knows she's not overreacting.
Yeah.
And just wants massive shit from that guy.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, how could you not know? That's insane.
Exactly.
Do
not have any self-respect at all.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there's maybe something missing in between because his final words were, or the end of the exchange was like, "You need to Uber. I'm done putting up with this."
Right.
And then it's he packed everything up and left, and it's like, If she just texted that and then like that, he is a demanding man.
Right. That sounds like some like relationship kamikaze shit. Like I'm looking for any reason to fucking just.
Well, because also like rice and beans just seems like a basic enough meal where if I tasted it and it was plain, I'd be like, this needs something. Like this is missing something. It wouldn't be like this is dog shit.
It's like, what do you expect? It's rice and beans.
Yeah, like put salt on it.
Yeah, fucking season your food. Yeah. But I can't. No, my partner would think I'm doing a crazy bit.
Everyone would.
Insane.
Yeah, it's. Right. I mean, it's crazy. I don't even. I mean, that's right. I read it. I'm always like, I'm always half wondering if it's just like people throwing shit up there. But yeah, it's like definitely she's not overreacting, but also I think she missed some signs.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if you're with this guy, like something. Yeah, if you're with this guy and you don't think like, oh, you're right, I need to step it up to stay married. Then,
if he's doing a bit though, that's pretty funny.
Right,
that's a good bit. Like we were saying, like misogyny. It is funny if you love women. Right. Like if you actually love women, it's like, can you believe I'm saying this insane shit right now? Yeah. Can you even fucking believe it? Well, what you said you got another one for us, Garrett?
Yeah. So we're gonna do something different for this one. It's another text message exchange. Suck each other's dick. Okay.
Doing our first threesome.
You gotta go back and forth between the two brothers. No. No. So for this one, it's a text message exchange. However, it's a marathon. There's like 20 pages of this text message exchange. So what we're going to do is I want Chris to be the gray text messages, and then Brendan, if you can do the blue. I want to see how far all three of you can get before you break.
Oh, God. Oh, man. An endurance challenge?
It's an endurance challenge. Yes.
I'm blue.
Yep. So here we go. I'm not going to give a lot of context behind this one. So here we go.
I so hungry.
Oh no.
Hope you locked the car because I left my wallet in there.
I did lock it.
I wish we would have gotten to Olive Garden.
I'm sorry, babe.
It's whatever. Can we get mott sticks and while getting ice cream? I'm sorry I pissed you off.
It's okay. I'm just tired.
I'm sorry I'm just big brother and always annoy you.
You aren't.
Oh, big bother.
Oh, big bother. Sorry. It'd help if I could read. Bro, what? We're supposed to give it to him every 12 hours.
Then give it to him.
Whatever. If he punches a hole in the wall, it's on you for not giving him his pills. So didn't you give him his thyroid?
No, I didn't give him anything.
Okay, just thyroid.
Go ahead and give him the anxiety one too.
You said not to, so only the green bottle. Okay, I gave him his anxiety and his thyroid, and if that's wrong, that's on you. Okay, babe. Whatever. If our dog is ODs, it's on you. He's got all three pills. This is a dog. This is like an old man. And I can't place my Dunkin' order. Oh my God, this is too fucking much, dude. It won't go through, babe. I send it back. Can you send it back on my Apple Pay? Hello,
babe. I'm working.
I really don't believe UPS is this busy.
Okay, I'll send it.
Now send it to Apple Pay. What gross income is that before that comes out?
Taxes come out.
Before taxes come out?
Yes.
Dude, if you want me to fill this shit out, I'm going to need help. I don't know what half of this shit is.
Can any of us tap out, or is it just the two?
What is this? What is this?
Yeah, you can tap out whenever. Part of the fun is just trying to figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, dude, these people are fucking nuts.
Yeah, this sounds like they have a lot going on.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, it's just a crash out. Like it just escalates from here.
Can we skip to the escalation?
Yeah, can we see the last one? I kind of want to see where this leads.
I can't even guess where this goes.
Who are these people?
It's in the relationship Reddit.
Vroom, bitches.
Is it in I am overreacting or relationship?
I'm ready to slit my fucking wrists.
Okay, so here's some added context. He wants to break up with her.
The gray wants to break up with the blue? Yeah. Okay.
So this is another relationship kamikaze kind of thing?
Just kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
here's the crash.
Okay.
how am I going to pay for my credit card? Oh, just because I was fucking hungry, so hungry I'm sick. Well, I tried to save and exit. Now I'm just blocked from it. Yay, this day is fucking amazing. Just break up. Just break up with them. I don't understand why they need to do all this. People just need to communicate and just break up.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like the answer should always be like, if you have felt the need to post a text thread with your significant other for any reason on Reddit, break up.
Just
end it and it's never done. Get back together. Like whatever question you're asking, it doesn't matter. If you had to show an exchange the two of you had, that's it. You're done.
Right. Well, seeing this does kind of make me feel better because like I've been dating my girlfriend for like 2.5 years now. It's like, like you get into a relationship, you're like, we're never going to do anything like cringy, and then like a year in, you realize like some of the stuff you do is like if someone on the outside saw it would be like a little bit cringy. It's nowhere near as bad as this.
Well, yeah, because this is not cringy. This is psychotic. This is like someone having a breakdown. Actually, the person in blue, Garrett, seems fairly normal. Like they're responding somewhat normally, right? I mean, I haven't read the whole thing.
Chris, you got to keep going here.
This day is fucking annoying. I'm ready to slit my fucking wrists. Okay, I found it. If you want to help me later, cool, awesome. I guess I'm just going to live in my car. Vroom, bitches.
Jesus Christ.
I'll help tonight then.
Sorry, the text is so small.
And this is stuff you need to know so we can go over it tonight.
Would you like me to pull it out of my ass?
Slanty face emoji.
What? I never rented before. I get paid bi-weekly.
Nothing.
Just for a fucking sandwich? Too late. I'm sick of this shit.
Will you calm the fuck down?
And I'm not filling out that stupid ass application.
You have to.
If you ass is up tonight, I'll get you to help me. But I don't know what I'm fucking doing. You expect me to do this like I know what I'm doing. Newsflash, I don't. So I'm going to hit save for later. And if all this disappears, well, shit, I'm fucking done. I don't know how I'm going to get gas. How am I going to pay for this fee? How about I'm going to pay for my credit card? All just because... all just because I don't know where that.
Sorry to interrupt. I hate when people text like this, where it's like every individual thought is its own text, and you get like 10 of them.
In your life is texting you like this.
I do this.
Sometimes
like
does
that.
Not like that, but like
I'll do the individual
I definitely
thought.
like when I was like single or whatever. Like sometimes you go on a date with someone, and then if you text them, like they text like that, and every time I'm like, this I fucking hate. Yeah. Not that bad, but it's like if I'm getting 5 text messages from you, condense them.
Well, and
condense
not only
them to
that,
one.
like it is, and this is like I guess a little bit of my problem with. Not that I have a big problem with it, but an issue with texting. It's still a conversation. So if we were sitting here and I just said 5 separate things to you with no response, that's insane.
Yeah,
like, it's like, wait, clearly the person's doing something.
Yeah.
So like, wait till you get a little feedback on the first insane thing you said.
Yeah.
Also, the person is just like, and this is like a sad thing I think about like younger people. I think there's more of it now. Like that person was like incapable of filling out. It seemed to be an apartment, lease applications, and it's like just fully fucking melting down, like because they couldn't do it. And it's like fucking learn, you know, like.
Well, I mean, I feel like I've done that when like every time I filled out like a job application, I've had that moment of just being like, this fucking sucks. But then it's like, all right, well, I have to do it because I need a job. So you just sit there. I feel like it's just they just don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah, it's like an old person like trying to figure out like Apple Pay. You know?
Exactly.
Like they'd rather just get angry at it. Like just calm down. And like learn. And the blue guy was saying like, I'm going to teach you tonight. And they were just saying like, I'm never gonna eat.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Send me $10. I'm gonna kill myself.
That would just be crazy. Like to be that guy's family and like just explaining what happened. Just being like, well, they're like, I didn't even know he was going through like so much. It's like, well, he had to fill out an application for the apartment.
It was a lot for him.
It was too much.
We would just rather do it for him. He just makes
you never know the struggles people are going through.
His Dunkin' order didn't go through, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, and I tried sending him a $10 Apple Pay gift card, but it was just too late.
The drywall with Pearman on standby at all times. Whenever tax season comes around, we get the drywall guy.
Was this the same? The dog punched a hole in the wall.
Again. Yeah, how does that happen?
Was that the same one? Was that the same people?
I think he punched a hole in the wall and said the dog.
Yeah, there's no way the dog. Yeah, blame it on the dog.
Yeah, you always got to blame the dog.
Yeah.
So is this a comment on the thread?
This is a comment on the post.
This is doggy stuff.
I don't know if it was real, but I saw something where it was like a breakup text, and it seemed to be like two like much younger people, so like probably like just got settled, like 12 years old or something. But it was like the woman was being like, oh, like you cheated on me, like you were texting other women, and then the guy was trying to be like, no, I was fishing and I dropped my phone, and I guess it must have texted those people like I dropped my phone. I was like, that's probably fake, but it's so funny if that was fake.
But then you got some dumbass like screenshot it. Guys, is my boyfriend cheating on me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
Yeah.
Who could guess?
Or did he drop this in a pond and did a smallmouth bass text 50 different women?
I think one of the funniest ones we've had on this was it was like a woman being like, guys, I think maybe the guy I'm dating has another like girlfriend or wife. The reason is because the entire time we've been dating, he has cameras around his house and he strategically has me move in a way that I don't appear on the camera. And there's photos of him with another woman around the house.
Who says it's his sister. And there's a banner that says, congratulations, his sister's name and him. He says, no, I have the same name as my sister's husband.
But it's in his house?
It's in his house. He's really involved in their relationship. Was this a comment from the thread? Can I ask a few questions? What?
What's up? Oh, sorry.
No, a follow-up on that one that you were just bringing up. Reddit did just ruin that guy's life.
Damn, really?
Like straight up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like they led to the divorce of that dude and his actual life.
Well, okay, to be fair, Reddit didn't ruin his life. He ruined his life.
His actions.
He was fooling that lady for a pretty long time.
No kidding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Reddit helped catch him and expose him.
But can I ask a few questions to understand more? Does she grow up in a low-income family? Is she Italian or from a culture that's very dramatic? Has she been diagnosed with any type of mood disorder? Does she drink alcohol? I mean, you have to ask these questions. I think you know.
Oh, wait, sorry. Answer. So Gray was a woman or a man?
I don't know.
I think the one spazzing out was a woman.
Okay.
Oh, that was a woman.
I love that 3 of those 4 questions are like reasonable, like kind of socioeconomic explanations, and one is was she Italian?
That sounds like a WAP Fiverr.
She either grew up poor, has a mental illness, or is a goddamn dago.
Well, I also like that it's like Italian or one of those other cultures. That's very like I'm racist, but I'm mainly focused on Italian.
Or one of those other cultures that it's not okay for me to specify. I feel comfortable saying Italian.
I won't lose my job.
It really is like the last bastion of being like a little bit racist and it being acceptable as Italian.
Yeah, I do. Do you remember when that song "Wet Ass Pussy" came out and some woman was getting so mad? It's like, oh, the anti-Italian discrimination is insane. This is called WAP. Right. This is so great. Oh man. Well, I think that's going to do it for our episode of Confidently Wrong. And Brendan, thank you again so much for coming on. We really appreciate you, man.
This was fun, man.
Awesome,
I'm glad you had a good hell yeah.
Oh wait, did you? We bring up like shows that we got coming up. Or anything? Did you have anything you want to like plug or anything coming up?
The big one in town or in Maine, August 16th. Me and Johnny Eyre are going to be at the Biddeford City Theater. You can go to their website and tickets are up already. That's gonna be a fun show.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just kind of a middle of the road dog. You can find me anywhere depressing. It's anywhere sad.
Cruise ships or Cleveland.
Cruise ships,
I mean, that show will be sick though. Johnny's also you and Johnny are both great comedians.
Phenomenal.
It's gonna be awesome.
Johnny's the best.
Hell yeah. You got anything?
I got a couple things coming up at the end of the month. June 26th, I'm going to be at Magic Lantern. Actually, funny enough, featuring for Johnny Eyre. And then on the 28th, I got a Next Stop show in, I believe, New Hampshire. So, yeah, check that out. I'll have info on my Instagram, I think.
And really, I just want to plug the Empire Comedy Classic. I'm in the finals.
Hell
one
yeah,
of the
dude.
last 3 comics. So the 28th, 7 p.m., come see me at Empire. And hopefully I bring home the gold. Well, Confidently Wrong is a Barn Boys media production hosted by Chris and Pat Nugeth, produced by Garrett Morris. If you'd like to support this podcast, please visit our Patreon. New episodes out every week. This week's Confidently Wrong fun fact: there are many types of horses. That's true. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.